Good evening, fellow morons. How are we doing tonight? I am hopping on here with some new news I'm going to be covering. Kind of talked about it earlier today. If you didn't see it, go ahead and scroll down a little bit. It's pretty cool stuff going on. So we're going to be touching on the new Spawn news that's going on right now with comicbook.com. So they had an interview with Todd McFarlane this afternoon. I have a hard time keeping track of time sometimes. And immediately afterwards, they had he as in Todd, had a Facebook Live video go on as well. And really cool things happening here. So, let's just jump right in. So, I wrote some notes down because I have horrible memory and I don't want to get any of this wrong because this is like a huge deal to me. I don't know if anybody else is a huge Spawn fan. I am. I have a Spawn tattoo, so it's kind of a big deal to me. So according to Todd, this is going to be a very low budget movie. So they are going to be using more practical effects and combining them with, CGI, because they're probably not going to be able to afford as much CGI, especially if they want to keep quality acting, and quality music and quality story. So if we're going to try to balance all that, they're probably going to have to use a lot more practical effects. But let's be honest, a lot of the really high budget movies lately have been, Star Wars, The Force Awakens was mostly, if I remember correctly, practical effects. And they did very well with that. He wants to do anywhere from 90 minutes to 2 hours. He feels like 90 minutes is too short and 2 hours is too long. So he's looking between those two time frames, which 2 hours is, it's for a horror movie, because he's described this as being a supernatural thriller, horror, suspense movie. For that type of a movie, 2 hours would be really, really long. And he says that his suspense is inspired by Alfred Hitchcock, which is one of the best suspense directors of all time. Just go and watch The Birds and you'll understand. He is fighting for hard R, just like they did with Deadpool and just like they did with Logan, except for how he described Deadpool and Logan as far as their R ratings. Deadpool did it like just for comedy purposes. Logan, on like a completely further end of the spectrum, did their hard R for the gore and the realism of the movie. And apparently he wants to move past that. He actually is wanting to surpass Logan as far as R quality movie. So this is going to require a lot more depth to his story. It's going to require some very strong character development. And it's Spawn. It's going to make it a lot darker if he's going to really utilize that R rating as much as he's claiming he's going to. If he does, awesome, because Spawn is a very dark comic. If anybody watches Spawn at all, or has read Spawn at all, knows that that it is a very dark comic. So moving forward, they are finally casting people. So the official casting that he has right now, he said he has about 50 people lined up to audition for Twitch. Then they have a non-Sam. So if you're familiar with Sam and Twitch, they have a non-Sam police officer that they're going to be working with. Then there's Spawn, obviously, and some unnamed female character, female lead. So those are the four that are confirmed so far. He said he has about 50 people auditioning for Twitch, 20 people auditioning for Spawn, and so they're making some quick progress of it. They're really trying to knock this out, because that's the first big thing outside of the story as far as getting this done. So anybody that's not familiar with Twitch, just a quick introduction of who he is. Twitch, which will be the main protagonist here. He's a nerd, sharpshooter, has a high HQ, and he is a police officer, and he is in Spawn from beginning to end. So he is always in there. And what they're doing, and I like this idea, this is an interesting idea, is they are taking Spawn's world, but making him an outside force of the world. So, as I said, Twitch is going to be the main protagonist here. He's going to be the main focus. And Spawn is going to apparently be a force within this world. He describes him as the boogeyman. So he's saying that there's going to be some supernatural stuff going on. So there's going to definitely expect a lot of that happening. So this means, and he's confirmed this, there will be no clown or violator in there, which is fine by me, because I'm interested as to what he's going to do with this story. We're going from an outside person's perspective on who Spawn is, what this thing is that's happening in our world, and where does it come from, what is it doing. It makes him out to be not necessarily a good guy, not necessarily a bad guy, but just a thing that's happening, and there are events happening around him. That's how he's describing it. So this should be pretty awesome. He's confirmed that his plan is that this is the first movie of a trilogy, if at all possible 4 movies. And he plans on at least if the budget passes, if he sells enough tickets, he's going to obviously move forward with the next 2 movies, but he definitely wants to introduce the origin of Spawn within at least those 3 movies, if not throughout 4 movies. So anybody that's really loves Spawn, buy tickets as soon as they're on sale. And they're really rushing this. He says that he wants to get this through and done as fast as possible. But the awesome thing is Todd is going to be involved in every aspect of the movie. He's confirmed that he's going to be on set every single day, and he's planning now, with how secretive some production companies are, he's planning on being on Facebook Live daily as well. I mean, he does a lot of Facebook Live as it is with his drawings, if you ever follow his stuff on Facebook. But he plans on being on Facebook Live on set every day, which is insane if he does. He's confirmed that he wants to do a cameo, which I don't blame him. And he says he's probably thinking about being like a crack addict in the background kind of deal. So that's it for Spawn. As I said, it's good. It's sounding like it's coming along really, really good. I'm really excited about it. Now for the bonus, okay? If any of you stuck around throughout the whole movie, well, this has been about 10 minutes, so it is long. But a little bit of bonus content here. It is officially confirmed that Tom Holland's Spider-Man, so Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming, is going to be in the new Venom movie with, what's his face with the face and the acting and the stuff thing. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. So, yes, it is absolutely confirmed. Venom movie is going to have Tom Holland as a Spider-Man in the movie. So, everybody's wishes are coming true. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be epic. They're doing Soldier Venom, I think it is. That's the rumor right now with some of the with some of the images that they've released from set. So should be really cool. I'm really excited for this year. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. We got Black Panther coming out in a few weeks. We've got Avengers Infinity Wars starting up. We've got the Han Solo movie being worked on. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on this year. It's a good year. Well, it's been a good 10 years for being a nerd. So, anyways, I'm going to hop off of here, you guys. I'm going to be on Twitch here in a few minutes, so you guys can catch me on there. Twitch.tv/Coach Detman. So, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.